Hello, YouTube. Kind of a little bit of a drive ahead of me. Figure I'd do a little bit of, or try to do a little bit of vlogging. I'm going to try the front-facing camera, or no, not the rear-facing camera facing out where I set the tablet by the pillar. It's a little bit of off-angle view, but you can still see where I'm going. I'm not sure if that's really important or not, but we're going to try this. I did an unboxing video, or two of them, 2 parts of the new toy I acquired, the smartwatch. Sorry for the audio. My camera, the microphone's weird. Some stuff it picks up fine, other stuff it seems to have trouble picking up voice. I don't know why. But I have planned to do after this week. I'm going to do a recap of what I've experienced of it so far. Do I feel it's a worthwhile extension, or do I feel that the whole concept of a smartwatch is a waste of time or not? So far, what I've noticed over the course of literally a couple days, I've only linked my Facebook account so far, and any notification I get through my phone through Facebook, it goes straight to the watch, and my phone doesn't even reflect it. Like when I push the home button to light the screen up, normally I'd have a Facebook notification. It doesn't even show up. Now, when I go into the application, I'll still have the, X amount of comments, posts, whatever. But as for the notification on the phone, is no longer there. The next thing I've noticed is any application you download for it, you don't manage the application for it through the watch. You manage it on the device that it's linked to. And I haven't tried to see if you can actually move the application to the SD card yet, but that's really interesting. I don't know how much memory the watch itself has. Apparently it must not be a whole lot to do it, to manage it in that way. But I find that really interesting. But then again, this is what I would call an entry-level smartwatch. The Galaxy Gear is twice what I paid for this, which, no complaint. I know the Galaxy Gear's got a little more standalone. But one thing I've noticed is when you decide that you don't want to run your Bluetooth anymore and disconnect, one of the reviews I watched of basically a look back at the Galaxy Gear, when you get out of range, the thing gives you notification it lost sync with the phone. Well, I've completely turned Bluetooth off on my phone, and my watch just didn't care. Obviously, you're not going to have the integration, but it just ran like a normal watch. where I'm not sure if the Galaxy Gear will do that, or if when it loses sync, it just does nothing. Which that's really interesting if it relies that heavily on the phone. Where this one seems like even if the phone's not enraged or not connected, it can just work as a regular watch. I'm also going to do in the week video my experience with replacing the watch band. The band that came with it, I got big hulking wrist, and while it fit, it was tight. Like most watch bands, they're always tight. I always gotta get a bigger band, and I don't like the regular rubber ones with the basic, same way like the leather ones and that. I like the metal clasp ones, the ones that are one piece that you unlock and it hinges open enough for you to slip your hand out of it. And that's what I bought. And I did a little bit of research before I did this, before I bought it actually. I didn't do a whole lot of research, like really digging into it, but it's claimed that most all bands will fit it. Well, that's somewhat true. What I ran into was the ends where they attach was just was maybe not even maybe a 1/16 of an inch not wide enough. I had to use the bars from the old band to slide them into the new one so that they would attach. And at first when I did it, it looked hilarious because you got this big face, and the old band, it flared out to match the size. With the new one, it's thin. Now that I've looked at it for a couple of days, I've gotten used to it and don't think it's as comical. But at first I was like, man, that looks hilarious. And this band probably isn't going to be staying. I'm going to be looking for one that fits the watch a little bit better. And this band will end up going to another watch that I've had laying in a drawer for the last couple of years, that was bought for me for Christmas. That I like it, but I never the band's way too small. It's got this huge face on it, but yet the band's small. And I'm going to take this one and put it on that. And here comes the question. Is it at such a point that, see, like the past couple of days I've been wearing this nonstop. I haven't wore a watch in years. The last watch I wore was a Casio Wave Scepter, and that was a atomic watch. And I haven't worn it, I quit wearing it because I didn't want I was starting to mess it up. So I quit wearing it, and the battery died. And at that point, I was so used to just checking my phone for time, so I just never got the battery replaced. My next thing is, I've not wore a watch for so long. I can still feel it on my wrist. I remember at a time when I'd wear it and not even realize it was there. But then again, this isn't your normal size watch either. But we're going to see how this works. But back to what I was starting to say. is it good? Do I think that I should, or do I wear the watch at work and only wear the basic one for, like, I don't know, like nice events, which I don't go to very many, or should I save the smartwatch for when I'm going to friends, or does that seem like it's a little bit too elite-ish, I guess? Or am I really just looking into this too far and just wear what I want to wear that day? Which is probably what's going to end up happening. But, your speed is 44. Speed limit is 35. Shoot me! I'm going a little bit over! But, sorry about that. Throat was getting dry. Yeah, maybe I'm just putting way too much thought into this. And I think part of it is because I've not worn a watch for so long. But my first question was, how much of a drain is this going to be on my phone's battery? And to be honest, it doesn't seem to have that much effect at all, if any. If anything, it seems to be saving power on my phone because it's not dinging for the notification. It doesn't have the flash of the notification light. I'm not sure if this runs on the Bluetooth 4.0 firmware or not, but 4.0 is supposed to be the really low voltage Bluetooth, and I know the my S4 does since the last update, but I don't know if this watch actually utilizes that. And like right now, it just vibrated. In the unboxing, it also said 3 to 4 days of use. Well, I charged the watch Saturday night. I went to bed. I plugged it in. I took it off the charger probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's about 10 to 12, so it's made its full day so far, and it still shows a full charge. Now, granted, I'm not sitting here continuously playing with it. I'm treating it as a watch. I'm treating it as if I feel it, like when I pull my sleeve up, I can see the quick notification and let it fade away. I've not done a whole lot with it outside of that. And it's only pulling in my Facebook. I haven't linked my Twitter to it yet. Or my SMS or anything like that. The only other thing that's linked to it is phone calls and the caller ID. And I don't get that many calls. So I'll probably be able to make the 3 to 4 day range a lot easier than I originally thought I would. But that's fine, you know. But that also brings me to the next question. Was it worth the $180 I spent? Is it worth it? And is smartwatch still something that's in its infancy and kind of a fad thing that in another 3 or 4 years no one's going to care about? That's the whole concept behind wearable technology. I think the biggest gap is going to be like, okay, my watch, it'll work with anything that's Android 4.0 or higher. Now, the Galaxy Gear, Samsung has it locked down to Samsung phones only. And when it first launched, it was only compatible with the Note 3. But since the last update, the S4 is also covered, can also use the Galaxy Gear. There's a couple other companies that they're rumored to be working on them. There's the rumored Apple smartwatch or iWatch or whatever they'll call it. We obviously know that's going to work with the iPhone, iPod, iPad. It's going to work within the whole Apple ecosystem. Which I think once Apple steps into that market, I think that's what will mainstream it, and I think that's what you'll start seeing unified through, not so much OEM unified like Samsung's trying to do, but you're going to see platform unification, where Android's just going to be Android, Apple's going to be Apple, and then there's the one that Microsoft is quote-unquote talking about. Now, depending on which one comes out first, we know Apple is going to make the one that works with Apple devices only. The only one I'm kind of really interested in, and would like to see what happens and what comes of it, is if Microsoft really is going to get into the smartwatch territory. Are they going to do like they always do and make something not so much always do? Are they going to make it more cross-platform? Because basically, whatever company makes one that works with more than just their devices, that's what's going to catch on. If Microsoft decides that, okay, we're going to make one that's not only going to work just for Windows Phone, but it'll also work with Android. If they do that, and they can let it run Metro or Modern UI. Modern UI is designed with that in mind, I'm pretty sure. They could run that on a smaller screen with the big live tiles, and you just got to keep swiping through the live tiles. I could see that taking off if it was kind of cross-platform. Or like the Qualcomm Talk. I think that's only an Android-only device. But I really think whichever company comes out with the watch that'll work cross-platform, that really doesn't care, I think that is the one that'll really catch on and really push the market, and basically will cement the idea that, okay, this will work. And then you'll start seeing other companies start really working on standalone functionality. And until then, I think it's just going to be like Google Glass. It's going to be a niche thing. But then again, Google Glass is a whole nother concept. It's really expensive. Version 2, unless they can get the price down in version 2, I can't see it going anywhere more than it is now. I mean, obviously you're going to have the tech files, the people that are all about technology. But then again, I mean that's their niche market. I mean, technology is their niche market. Wow. They have done nothing to the roads out here. Yes, doggy. And I am at my destination, and this video is about 20 minutes long. Wow. Anyway, thanks for listening to my quote-unquote topic. Catch you later.